Hello and welcome to this week's 10-minute yoga workout. So today we're mostly going to be working on our upper body and a little bit of core. I really want to hear from you if they're hard enough. If they're not strong enough and you want to work a little bit harder, I can make them stronger. So either email me, I'll leave my email below, or you can message me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram below as well. So, because if they're not strong enough for you, I'm happy to definitely up-level them. Today, you'll need either a couple of blocks or like a chair or like a stable chair or something. If you don't have either of those, that's fine. We can work around it. But otherwise, let's just get straight into it. So let's start by coming onto your hands and knees, and we're going to start by just warming up our wrists. So we're going to be putting a bit of weight on our wrists today. So just taking your hands around in different circles, all different ways. Now, coming up onto wherever your knees, so the closer your knees are in, the easier it is. So you can either have your knees in or slowly start taking them out. You want your shoulders over your wrists, and the highest level is up in plank. So figure out what works for you. We're going to have our hands on the floor, and we're going to lift our palms up off the ground, but keeping your fingers on the ground. So it's just really working into those hand muscles. Even though we don't put all of our weight into our fingers, most of your weight with arm balances should always be there. You're still using those to stabilize and to keep your balance. So just going to do 10 raises. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking your right arm up into the air and threading it through. Just feeling that nice stretch along your shoulder. And coming back up for 10 more. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm up into the air and threading through. Now coming back up, making sure your hips are over your knees, and we're going to walk our arms forward into our puppy pose, but we're going to activate it. So like hugging your armpits in together and hugging your ribs into your body, and holding that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming up into your high plank. Now, you're going to have to get really good at doing planks because they build up so much strength, and we use all these muscles for lots of different arm balances and things like that. So making sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Now we're going to start doing shoulder taps. So opposite hand to opposite shoulder for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do toe taps with taking the feet out to the sides for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now coming down onto your knees and coming into a puppy pose. Now relaxing into it. There's no activation here. Coming up. Now coming into a chaturanga hold. So coming into your chaturanga, making sure your arms are by your side of your body, your crown is pointing forward, your chest is pulling forward, your tailbone is tucked in, your ribs are in. I don't know how long we've been holding this for. And coming down. Now we're going to go through all that one more time. So back up and coming down into your active puppy pose. So coming into puppy and activate it, pulling your ribs in, your underarms are pulling together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming up into your plank pose. I'll count this time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now shoulder taps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toe taps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down into your puppy pose. Coming up one more time into your chaturanga. So lowering down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relaxing down. Now, for this next one, we're either going to be doing push-ups where you're just, it's not push-ups, but just like pushing into the ground with the base of your palm, and you're feeling the activation along your neck here. So you'll feel it there. Or if you want to up level, and handstands are part of your practice, come into a handstand against the wall and you're actually going to be pushing in the ground to lift your body up. So they work the same, one's just a little bit harder. So we'll be doing 10 of those. So if you want to come into your handstand, bring your hands as close to the wall as you can, and then pushing into the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back down, giving your triceps a bit of a stretch. And on the other side. Now this is where you either need blocks or a slow, sturdy table or a chair. I grabbed my beautiful blocks that someone thought needed decorating. So either if you're pressing into a chair, it could even be a high table. What you're doing is you're just more pushing into the chair, table, or whatever it is to lift your heels off the ground. We're going to be doing 10 of those now. If you have the blocks, hands on the blocks, shoulder width apart. You're going to start like this with just your heels on the ground, and it's the same again, just lifting your heels off, pressing into the blocks to lift your heels off the ground like this. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, one more time back with either your handstand against the wall or your push-ups. I'll show you push-ups here. So for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. One more practice. 2 times though. So we're going to come into our crow pose and we're going to try and hold it for 10 seconds. So setting yourself up. The crow crane, there's lots of different ways to do it. Just do what feels good for you. Hands shoulder width apart. Make sure you're pressing into the floor using most of your weight in the base of your hands. And coming up into crow, and you just want to refine it a bit as well. So maybe pulling your chest through. I'm not even counting. Let's say from now, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Reset one more time. Or you could even take it longer and try and hold it for the whole 2 times, like not even come down. Did that make sense? I don't think so. All right, coming up into your crow one more time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down onto your belly. Feeling that nice stretch from the front of your body there. Coming down, right hand out to the side, left by your left shoulder, and pushing up. You can even have your arm at a right angle like that, if that feels a bit deeper for you. Coming down onto the other side. And down. And that's it for our 10-minute workout today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.